comes to creating a coaching program, one thing that you do need to have is that you need to have a price. You need to have a price that's going to let your audience and your students know how much it is going to be to enroll inside of your program. But a lot of business coaches struggle with creating a price that's really going to help their students give the transformation that they need and also make sure that their business is making a profit. So inside of this video, I'm going to be giving you some strategies on how to price your coaching program, and one of the strategies that I personally use when I'm creating my own coaching program. So stay tuned. Hello, my name is Symone Redmond. I am a digital course strategist and a YouTube coach, and I teach entrepreneurs how to grow their coaching businesses online by utilizing the power of YouTube so that they can increase their authority, their influence, and of course, their income. And speaking of income, we are talking about pricing your coaching program so that you can make more income in your business, so that you are making a profit inside of that business. And it's also a really good investment price for your audience so that they can get the transformation that they are wanting when they are working with you. Here's one thing that I want to say before we even get started inside of this video. You can price your program whatever you want. Okay? It's that simple. You literally can charge however much you want to charge. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to how much your coaching program should be. If you feel like it should be $300, then by all means, it's $300. If you feel like it should be $15,000, by all means, it's going to be $15,000. The price is up to you. It's not up to what somebody tells you the price should be. It's not somebody saying, oh, well, my program is this, you need to price it this way too. Whatever you want to do, because you have to realize that this is your business, this is your coaching business, and you are the CEO. You are the owner of this coaching program, this coaching business that you've created. So therefore, your ideas and your decisions, whatever you want to do, is your decision. Don't let anybody else influence you. Let's get started about how you can price your coaching program in a way that actually gives your students transformation, and it also brings profit inside of your coaching business. So first thing is that you want to know the typical prices that are being charged within your specific industry. Now, like I just said before, whatever pricing you decide is whatever price you decide. But you can look to see, okay, how are our coaching programs similar? And what is the price point on the coaching programs that people have created? So this is something that I did back in 2017 when I kind of looked to see like, okay, what's going on in the industry, who's doing what and who's not doing what, so that I can add those things into my program and kind of give a price around what others are doing. So there was one program that was like $497, and there was another one that I saw for $997 and one for $697. So when I was creating my program, YouTube Strategy Academy, I said, well, $497, that's okay. $697, I don't know about that. You know, like I really wasn't sure, but I was just looking to see what the market was doing and what others were doing inside of my industry to kind of determine that, okay, what price am I comfortable with? What price am I not comfortable with? And so I had to think of it that way. So I just kind of settled in the middle. $597. And so that is the price of the coaching program for YouTube Strategy Academy that I created. But I also looked to see what are others doing in my industry? What are you doing inside of your program that I do not have? And what are you doing inside of your program that I already have? So that way I can look to say, okay, well, if I'm missing this component and you're not doing this component, I'm going to add it into my program and actually kind of value that specific thing that others do not have inside of my program, so that can help me come up with a price for my coaching program. So this is going to require online research from you, because you have to look and see what others are doing. You are the coach, you are the industry expert, so you got to look and see what other industry experts are doing when it comes to their coaching programs. So the next thing that you want to do is that you want to list out all of the benefits that your coaching program is going to provide for your audience. So this is important because it's not necessarily saying that, oh, well, I'm going to give you this. Like, okay, I'm going to give you the workbooks. I'm going to give you the cheat sheets. I'm going to give you all the modules. It's not that. You want to list the outcomes. What are they going to be doing, or what are they going to be able to do once they go through your program? So if it's for them to have more camera confidence, okay, great. They're going to have more camera confidence. They're going to have, 100 leads coming in every single month, or if they're going to make $10,000 every 2 months, or whatever the process may be, whatever the outcomes are for your coaching program, what are they going to be able to do once they go through your program, however long it is? Are they going to be able to create funnels? Are they going to be able to create content that transforms and inspires their audience? So what are the benefits? List out those benefits of your program. That's also going to help you come up with a price that may be really good for you, because when you look at the benefits, you're like, oh my gosh, my students and my audience is going to be able to do all of these things just from my knowledge. I don't feel like $300 for all of these outcomes is going to be enough. So I need to charge more, because the outcomes are so great and so grand that they're going to be able to create their own businesses from this. They're going to be able to do whatever it is that you're teaching once they go through your program. So you're going to look at those benefits and be like, this isn't it. And I don't want this. This is not the price. It's going to really go well with the benefits. So I want to make sure that I am pricing correctly. And that way, you know that, okay, if you look at these benefits, I'm charging too low. Maybe if my program is $300, maybe I need to charge $897. You never know, but I may have to charge $897 because the benefits look really, really good. Like, you're getting 16 freaking benefits out of this program. Yeah, we need to charge more. So list those benefits out, really look and see, like, okay, what are the outcomes that your audience is going to have once they go through your coaching program? And that will also help you determine a price as well. You want to consider other factors. How long is your coaching program going to be? How many students do you want to have? Is this a cohort? Is this something that people can just enroll in at any time? Is this a launch that you're doing every single quarter, every single month? Are you charging by program? Are you charging by week? Are you charging by student? So you have to really think about these factors. That's going to help you determine what type of price that you want for your coaching program. Me personally, I like to charge by program, and I like to, if I can, have it on autopilot, so where people can just enroll when they're ready. Or you can do a launch. Every time you do a launch, every quarter. I have a coach who does a coaching program launch every quarter. So you have to think about, how do you want to do your business? And that will also determine the price as well. So if you're launching every quarter and you're only going to probably make sales, like those initial sales that 1 week or whatever, then you may want to charge a little bit higher, because you have to compensate for the other 2 months that you may not get that boost of income. You're just going to be getting recurring revenue. So you have to think about that too. And so consider those factors when you are looking at the overall picture of creating your coaching program and what to price it at. All right, so let's talk about my coaching strategy. So there are 3 tiers when it comes to pricing your coaching program. You have low, medium, and high. So what you want to do is that you want to write out 3 different numbers. Whatever low is considered for you, write that out. Whatever high is considered for you, write that out. And then look at those 2 numbers and kind of look and see, what is the middle price? Not saying necessarily that you have to go with this middle price, but just look at it and say, okay, I have a low, I have a high, and I have a medium price. So then I do 2 things after I write these prices out. Number 1, I think about how my audience is going to look at these prices. How would they feel with these prices? A lot of people will say, oh, well, this price, the high price is way too high. Or the low price is like, wait a minute, this is kind of questionable. Why are you giving away so much for this little, for this small amount? So you have to look and think, okay, how does my audience feel? How would my audience feel if they were to look at these 3 prices? Do they feel good? Do they feel comfortable? And it's not necessarily saying that you want to price your program where your audience is going to feel comfortable, but just really think in the mind of your ideal audience, your ideal student, and say, how would they think? How would they feel? Then number 2, how would you look at these prices as a business coach? Because now you have to look at it and say, okay, well, I am paying for all of these things on a monthly recurring basis or a yearly basis. What type of income can I receive from this particular program? It could just be one program. How much income can I receive from this program that's going to cover the expenses that I am getting or spending? and getting some of that revenue back, you know, getting a profit. So how can I still get a profit but still keep my business running? So you have to look at both of those aspects. Number one, look at how your student will look at it. And then number two, look at how you as a business coach will look at these three prices. And then this will kind of help you figure out which price will be really good for you. Because if you're thinking like your student and you're thinking as a business coach, one of these things is going to come together. You're going to be like, that is the coaching program price. That's going to cover the things that I'm spending every single month. Maybe you are spending $500. Would a $500 coaching program for one person really help out? Like, yes, you cover your expenses for the month, but what about the next one? You have no profit. So it's like, okay, maybe charge $697. You get $100 profit. So just think of it that way, you know. So that's my pricing strategy. I look at 3 different prices. I think 2 different ways. How would my students look at these prices, and how would I look at these prices as a business coach? And that will help me determine what coaching price I want to have for my program. Last but not least, choose your price. So now that we've kind of gone through everything, now it is time for you to determine what price is your coaching program going to be? What price is your online course going to be? You really have to think about this. So it's up to you. And remember, you charge what you want because this is your business, not anybody else's. So you decide what you want to do. You decide how you want to do that. And whatever your price is what your price is. If you feel like it's too low, increase it. I will always say increase it. And I'll give you this tip. My coach, she told me all the time, she always said this: if you're going to start out at a price, never lower that price. Always continue to go above and beyond. So stick with the price, stick with it, but don't lowball yourself. Look at all of the outcomes that your online course or your coaching program is going to give your students, and look at it in a standpoint as you being the business coach. How much would I need to cover the expenses in my business so that I can continue to make more income? So I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. This was really fun for me. I love talking about this, but I am so happy that you are here and that you watched this video all the way to the end. So I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video. And if you would love to learn more about how you can utilize YouTube to grow your coaching business, just like I'm doing, you can check out my YouTube checklist that is at the right of this video. You should be able to check that out, download it, and get that checklist and really get started with your YouTube channel so that you can understand more about how YouTube works in this world of online marketing and online coaching. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I will talk to you on next week's video.